Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Lucas, and this is Doing the Deal. And what we're going to be getting after today is a update on our indoor basement hydroponic garden, as well as a couple of other things we got cooking around the pad. So in terms of our garden that we got right here, everything for the most part is looking really good. We have harvested and eaten some leafy greens. Those are doing fantastic. Some chard, some kale, some spinach, all very tasty, love it. Beans look okay. We do have beans growing in. We got some nice white and purple flowers, but we do have some leaves that don't look all too healthy. And then the problem still persists with our tomatoes. I think our biggest issue with that is I've been running the pH a little too high. We were shooting for a goal of like 7, and so today we're working on lowering our pH within our reservoir. We're gonna be shooting for a goal of 6. We're going to be adding water because we need some water anyways, as well as using pH down to get it in the range that we want it to be. We're not gonna be adding any nutrients or any of those things. We're just going to adjust the pH. I think our EC is a little bit too high, so hopefully adding the water will bring some of those things down into more acceptable ranges. The pepper plants are doing phenomenal. We have flowers on a majority of our pepper plants, both our hot, sweet, and our bell peppers. So that's awesome. In terms of our 2 dead nodes, we have started 2 different things. A hot pepper called Bottle Rocket, as well as a cherry tomato called Sun Gold. So our goal with those is to start them up, get them under our racks, which are right over here, running the Spider Farmer SF600s, get them big enough to then plug into the system. Big change that we have made is going to be with our lights. We have upped our par. We are now closer to about 425 to 450 or so, in that range for our par across the board, as best we can get it. To measure the par, we are still using that app on our phone called Photone. Other things we've changed, it's been a very rainy, foggy, muggy, humid week in New England. So our humidity, I wouldn't say it's been too out of control, but it's definitely been a little higher. Our blowers are running all the time and things of that nature. And then in addition to that, it is really kind of warm. I have found that we have some different temperature readings on either end of our tent, and therefore we have different humidity readings. I think we can fix this and adjust this by adding a second inline blower fan. So we'll see how we feel about that. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what we got cooking over here, and then some of the things we have cooking on our rack before we bring it back for some final thoughts. All right, y'all, here we are, still in our 5x10 with our AirCube setup by GrowAce, running the 2 different Spider Farmer lights. I'd like to get these the same. You can see down on this end, we're rocking 47% and 81.5, which is warmer over here and less humid than the other side. We can see our tomato that we're getting ready to replace. That's not doing too hot. This one is doing better. We do have second runner, probably trim this off and foster the growth on this one. But I really hope that adjusting the pH will fix this up. Peppers are doing fantastic, right? We got some stuff coming in here. Let's take a look at some of the other ones. This one looks fantastic. What is this? This is a Carmen, right? Probably gonna have to up our bloom, so we make sure we get some fruits. This one's looking nice new growth. And the Helios, really like to get after fermenting and bottling our hot sauces again like we used to. Here's our Ace Bell Pepper, looking great still. Okay. Chard coming back, got a couple more leaves. You can see we've eaten some of it, as well as our kale. To be honest, we probably fit another kale plant in here, maybe 2. See if we get a little bit more. Spinach is slow. I think it might be a little hot in here. But this side of the tent shows a few degrees cooler, and humidity is different by a couple of degrees, relative humidity, a couple of percentage points. Here are our beans. I mean, overall they look okay. I think the pH is way too high for some of this stuff. Top leaves don't look all that great. But we've got some flowers, we've got some beans. I think it may be too hot right here in the corner for these guys. So I don't know if it'll be beneficial if I were to, I don't know, move them somewhere over here where it's not surrounded on all sides. In addition, we've tried to start leaving the tops open a little bit to help get some of that heat out. We're running our one blower fan in here at about 50% right now, but it only does about half, which is why I think if we were to add another one here, tie it all in with the rest of our ventilation, I think we could get a more consistent temperature and relative humidity in this space. So we've started a couple of our things over here on our grow rack. We've got our kale microgreens right here. We got 2 trays. We haven't done these in a minute. We're gonna harvest these today and start some new ones. We started 7-9, lights on 7-11. That's for the other stuff. 30 grams per tray. We've got some lettuce and our other things that we're gonna get after growing right here on these other racks, and then our 2 other things we've got going on over here. Yeah, so that's what we got cooking for this week. Let's flip it around and get some final thoughts. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in and checking out what we got going down on our little New England indoor basement hydroponic garden. If you like what you like, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to continue along our epic journey of indoor gardening exploration, please mash that subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. We're going to continue doing this. We're going to continue dialing in our pH, see if that affects anything. Predominantly, we're hoping that we're going to get it to help the beans out and help the tomatoes out, and we'll see how that all works out. But I'm excited to eat some of the beans that are coming off of these. They're provider bush bean, and they are supposedly very good in hydroponics, so we'll have to see. We're gonna get after harvesting our microgreens, so if that's something you're interested in, please mat down in the comments below, and we can maybe see what we got cooking and getting after some microgreen stuff around here. Hopefully we can get our seeds sprouted for the lettuce that we're gonna grow right here under the little grow lights, the Spider Farmer SF600s, and hopefully we can start getting those plants big enough, mature enough, healthy enough, sturdy enough, strong enough to get plugged into the system. So those are the things we're going to be working on this week. Like always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, advice, they are always welcome. Please post them in the box below. I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for what we got cooking next, and enjoy your day.